This is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. So today I have Brianna with me, and I'm going to be changing her into another little princess dress that I happened to find online that I couldn't resist getting for her. And I also have something really fun to share with you and a funny story about it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. So I'm going to put her aside right here and show you the little dress that I'm going to be changing her into. And this is it. I found this dress on eBay, and it was totally discounted to the to the max. I think I paid all of $7.99 for this dress. It's not a brand new dress; it's a pre-owned dress, but it's in really awesome condition, and I thought that Brianna would look really pretty in it. I love this, all the roses that are all the way around the bottom of it. It's got layers underneath. It's got the pretty sort of organza layer on the top that has the pretty satin roses, and then underneath it has a satin slip, and then underneath that it's got the like organza and satiny slip. And so it's just such a girly dress, and I've been in the mood to put my girls into girly dresses these days, and so I hope you've enjoyed seeing all this girliness, because I'll tell you what, winter was a long time at where we live in West Virginia. It was just such a long time, and I guess that's why I'm loving putting my girls in springy, summery dresses. But that's the dress she's going to be wearing, and I'll show you what else I'm going to be putting with it. She'll be wearing these lacy bloomers, and then these shoes that have the same style of bow that's in the dress, and then these really pretty. Gosh, I love these socks. I just got these socks. There's a whole package of different colors. These are just like the most fanciest socks I've ever owned for my baby girls. So anyway, I found some pretty pink ones for her. And then last but not least, she's going to be wearing these pretty rhinestone earrings, little rhinestone studs. And I'm going to keep this bow on her because it just goes with the rest of the dress. It's the perfect bow for her. So we're just going to leave that in there. And I'll give her hair a little bit of a comb. So anyway, yeah, I have something funny to share with everyone. Okay, so let me start at the beginning. And for those of you who are brand new to my channel, and I've told others this, my dolly friends this before, that I love automation. I love realism in dolls. I love realism in stuffed toys. For some reason, I love it when I can see like dolls come to life, not in a bad way, not in a scary way. I don't like scary. I like cute and realistic, like Brianna here. Anyway, so I happen to be looking online, and of course, I'm either looking at animals, stuffed toys, or I'm looking at reborn dolls. And so I happened to come across these really awesome Robotic Pets. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Let me go ahead and finish getting her dress off, and then I will show you what I'm talking about. Go ahead and put this up over her head as carefully as I can. You don't want to mess her hair all up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll get her hair combed back. But this is a darling dress too, a tutu dress. I love this on her. This is more like an orangey pink, where this one that I'm going to be putting on her is more of a pink pink. So see, she's wearing the matching, or the coordinating matching orangey bloomers too. So, so I want to show you something while she's sitting here like this. Okay, I found this kitty cat. This is a robotic cat, and I scared my husband half to death with this cat. So what this cat does is it's got an on and off switch, and right now it's turned off. And what it does is it's got sensors in its head and in its back, and I think they said also in the tummy part. But anyway, when you turn the switch on, you know, the cat purrs and it meows and opens and closes its eyes, and it also, not very often, but it also will roll over, you know, kind of roll over to have its tummy petted. Anyways, what I'm going to do is in a couple of minutes, I'll tell you what I'm going to do it, but I made a video this morning of this kitty cat doing what she does, and she responds by touch as well as by voice. And so, but I wanted to share this story with you, but I wanted to show her to you first. I also got her a blingy collar, which I always get with my my very special pets, and her name is Emily. And you can see that she's got a little princess crown. And Emily is named after a cat that I had, that my very first cat as well, no, I guess it was my second cat as an adult. But she was named Emily, and she was exactly this color, and I loved her. She only lived about 10 years, but this one looks like Emily, so. And but along with the collar, the seller sent me some some pet bling, pet jewelry for her, so I thought that was pretty neat. Anyway, I want to show you something else, but I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to kind of do this in steps so that I'm just not entirely on, you know, talking about one main subject. So I'll tell you the story of how I scared my husband. So after I got this kitty cat, it came with batteries, so I tried it out and, you know, saw how it worked and everything. And I walked into the living room holding the cat, and I put the cat on his lap, and I said, "Look, you know, look what I got." And he said, "Oh, it's a," you know, he thought it was a stuffed toy, you know, one of my stuffed toys or something. And then I turned on the switch, and the cat started moving and meowing, and and it scared him to death. It really scared him to death. He could not. It shocked him that, you know, I'm putting this toy on his lap, and all of a sudden it's acting like a real cat. And so that was pretty funny. I didn't know I was going to scare him that badly, though, you know. And I mean, you know, we both kind of had a good laugh afterwards, but it was really, it's really quite amazing when you see the video that I'm about ready to show you. So, okay, so we have her dress on, and I'm going to go ahead at this point, and I'm going to put her bloomers on, because these bloomers, yeah, she's such a cutie, by the way. I'm still over the moon with this little girl, and I try not to have her on too often, so you know, so you won't get tired of seeing her. But I wish I could have her on every day like I do, you know, Maggie May. I wish I could have Maggie May on all the time too, but you know, I like variety too, and I'm sure you do too. So yeah, she's got a pink onesie on. Let's go ahead and put these bloomers on. I didn't have any pretty pink bloomers in her size that would go with this. But I'm thinking, you know, these are cute too. White goes with everything. So yeah, she looks pretty like that. Yes, she does. Okay, so before I put her her shoes and socks on and her blingy earrings, I wanted to show you one more thing that that I scared my husband with too. I mean, I wasn't doing this on purpose. I was just, you know, kind of trying to play a joke on you know, with him. So here's my second pet that I got. I got this pet at the same time that I got my kitty, and so this is a, I believe this is a golden retriever or a lab puppy. And anyway, this puppy is robotic as well. And he barks, he opens and closes his eyes, he whines. He doesn't do any type of movement except for with his head. And so, like I said, I'm going to put the video on, and I will show you how both of these work. But you know, after I brought the cat in, then I brought this dog in, and I set the dog down on my husband's lap, and then immediately I turned him on, and I think he wasn't as scared this time because he was already used to the fact that the cat was moving, so I think that he was kind of predicting that this dog would be doing something. But anyway, it was pretty funny. So he also has a collar, and his name is Gary, and there's a story behind his name. It's a blingy collar, as you can see, and it's got blue blingy rhinestones in the bones on either side, and it's a brown collar. And by the way, Emily's collar was a pink collar. So Gary, I named this puppy after a dog named Gary that belongs to Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon is my husband and I's favorite nighttime show. You know, we DVR it so that we can watch it in the morning. Anyway, you know, Jimmy does a lot of skits on his shows, and one time, a few years ago, he did a skit that he was doing a political debate, quote unquote, you know, with a candidate named Gary Fricky Jr. And but instead of Gary Fricky, it was a puppy, you know, a golden retriever puppy dressed up in a suit. Now, Jimmy was having a debate with that puppy that was dressed up in a suit, and they, you know, they had named the puppy Gary. Now it was a female puppy, but of course no one, you know, knew that. They just knew the puppy as Gary Fricky on the you know, during the skit. Anyway, Jimmy ended up falling head over heels with that little puppy, and he brought the puppy home to, you know, to his wife, and the wife had said, you know, she said, you know, you're going to have to name it Gary, even though it's a girl. We're going to have to name it Gary because that's what everybody knows the dog as, you know. So anyway, I thought that was a really neat story, and this dog looks like the puppy that Jimmy brought home, and so I wanted to name this puppy Gary as well. So there he is, and this is a, you know, his name is Gary. He's a boy puppy. So, but anyways, I'll go ahead and put him aside. Oh, what he does is also he'll wag his tail. His tail wags, his head moves, and he lifts his head up to, you know, to yap, and he closes his eyes. So, but anyway, I'll go ahead and put him aside right here, and finish up with my little Brianna. So yeah, at the end, when I get done with Brianna, what I'll do is I'll put the footage of the video that I did with my two robotic animals afterwards. So I hope you enjoy it. Oh my goodness, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just pretty amazing. You'll see the cat, Emily, she'll roll over to, you know, like I said, she'll roll over to have her tummy rubbed, and I didn't catch this on the video because she did it after I turned my camera off, but she also puts her paw up to her face as if she's licking her paw, so that's pretty cute too. Mostly she just meows and opens and closes her eyes, and just occasionally she will do the rollover and putting her paw up like that. So I'm pretty happy with those, with those toys because, they're just unique, and I I like unique. Like I said, I love realism in toys, dolls, you know, things that are supposed to be pretend that look real or act real. It's just, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I do. And so that's one of the reasons that I love being in this hobby, because I have dolls that look like real babies and real toddlers. And, you know, I'm thinking someday, I just had the thought that someday, they're going to be making Reborn's eyes that open and close, or their mouths open and close. I think they already do that but their dolls aren't realistic looking. I think one of them is called Baby Alive, but I'm not sure because I don't know about those kind of toys. So, but anyway, let me get the comb. Give her hair a little brush. Little comb, I mean, not a brush. Her hair is really easy to manage. I mean, you can see all I have to do is just, comb it lightly and it just falls into place. She's gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, so let me pick her up and show you what she looks like. It looks like the sun is coming in and giving her sunspots. But this is her entire outfit. Isn't she cute? That's such a cute dress. I just love this dress, and her shoes and socks, the bows and the lace. She's precious. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert the video and of the dog and the cat doing their thing, doing their automation. And so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Brianna being changed into her beautiful dress today. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I always enjoy your visit, and until we meet again, bye-bye. Stay tuned for the video. Thank you.